Yo, yo, Shabedo's the Persons trading up in here. Um, all right, cool. So today is Sunday evening, night, and I am doing my not weekly set up for the week, right? I'm analyzing the markets while they are closed, and I'm looking to take positions as the market presents opportunities for me. But this is where I prep, and this is basically what I will be looking for during the course of the week, right? Cool. So right here we have GBP USD. All right, first things first that I did notice on the monthly, um, a lot is going on. So I'm focusing on what is currently happening, right? So since I'm focused on currently what is happening, I marked out this high, marked out this area over here, which will be clearer on the weekly. Cool. So on the weekly, I marked out this zone out. As you can quite see, it's quite a significant zone. Marked out that high. Um, And then obviously price broke into this range over here. So obviously then the anticipation is for price to retest and to buy, but overall direction for this is bullish, right? Cool. So now you go to my daily to see what is exactly happening, right? So I pulled this trend line over here, just for confluence. Obviously it broke, giving us the confluence or confirmation of sort that look, we are bullish, right? But this right here is just signal to say, look, we are bullish. And as you can see, price has strongly moved bullish up, right? I would say abnormally bullish, I feel as though we should be getting some sort of retracement or so on, but the market can do what it wants, hence we just follow and react as it comes. Go to the 4 hour. As you can see, not quite much to r- um put out right here, besides the fact that we have this area over here, the structural points over here, which ties into the 29,400s. Can say that's a psychological level or a level of, to take note of. Um, Marking that area out. That's the only thing that I can see from here, right? Everything else is more visible on the 1 hour. I am looking to buy this, but obviously I feel we've extended a lot, so we need to kind of get a retracement of sort, right? So with that idea that we need to get a retracement, this is where my focus currently is, right? This is a consolidation area, right? So in this consolidation area, I want price to break this consolidation, retest, give us that low or sell that we want to get into our area of interest for the buys, right? So this is my setup, something like this, something like that. Cool. Um, to be more precise, this is how I like it. This is my consolidation. Tapping into the um 30 minutes. All right, can pull a trend line. Notes like that. Can also kind of do that. This is just to give some sort of pattern for me, confluence of sorts. But in general, this is bullish, and I am looking to buy this. And where would I potentially look to buy? Somewhere between this area, maybe even this area. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm going to react as price heads into certain directions. But for now, I want to see price break this, give us a retest, sell on the retest, obviously target this low over here. Well, that low, but I'll just take a 1 to 3 reward ratio. I'm happy with that, right? So this is kind of my setup. When price to break that, this consolidation, retest, sell all the way down, right? If price breaks up, hey, price breaks up, maybe it might tap into this um level over here, which I got from this area over here with this wick. This is where I got it from, right? And obviously it ties into this wicks over here, um, bodies over here with the consolidation. Basically, you can go to town and can tell that there was some sort of reaction over there, right? Cool. So entries based on my 1 hour and my 30-minute time frames, right? So I want to see a break below this, retest, sell down. That's my setup. GU. Obviously, this is all subjective and perspective. I will react according to price. This is just my um um offline analysis, if I can say that, right? Cool. Then we go into the USD JPY. This is currently kind of like something that I'm okay. I'll bite. I'll bite. A bit risky. As you can see, right? Just gonna step right into, okay, you know what? Let's do the whole thing. On monthly, nothing quite significant that I can see apart from the fact that we're in a bullish move, right? We are bullish, got a double top structure over here, marked out. We did get a retest and buy on it. But this is where we currently are. So as we go to the weekly, things will be much more clearer for us. So as I tap into the weekly, first thing that I did see, I don't trade trend lines. I use my trend lines as my signal. So took this trend line, took it all the way up, and as you can see, first touch, second touch, anticipating a third touch over there. And on the third touch, obviously, I am looking to buy right into the high. Right, that gives us a good, nice, big risk to reward ratio. But let's go to the lower time frames to confirm this setup, or at least get better entries and more reasons why we are doing this, right? Cool. So obviously this is mainly based on the third touch, right? So my thing is, why would price want to come and touch here? Why can't we just retest this structural zone over here and buy, right? My thoughts, right? And thinking that, okay, you can just enter here, put a stop loss somewhere below there, but I want to be more precise or more have more precision with this trade, right? So obviously we got this area marked out over here, this zone. Going into the 4 hour, this is where it gets very interesting for me, right? This is where other concepts come into hindsight. I could consider this some sort of liquidity. If you do know the ICTs and so on, something similar to that. I learned this from a mentor a while back. Um, don't use much of those things, but I do have them in hindsight, right? So to me, right now, this is just telling me, look, don't buy anywhere here. Rather buy after we've wiped this. Because if you wipe this, most definitely we are gonna tap into this trend line over here, right? Cool. So that's my entry, the trend line over there. But now the question that follows is, where will my stop loss be based off of, right? Obviously, don't want to have a big stop loss. I'm gonna use this reference point over here. As you can see, there has been some reaction on that, but mainly using this because it's a structural point before breaking into this range over here, or this structural point. Um, so this is where it's at. Structure just below that. It's a 50 pip stop loss. So technically this is my entire hey, hey, hey now. Let me not act funny. give this trade some room, right? Cool. So we're gonna give this trade some room. Obviously, I'm gonna risk only 0.5%, and the target is all the way up there, right? Cool. So this is the setup right here. Then you also have this structural zone here, which is my favorite. Obviously, you want to see price break above that, retest that, go for the TP. Simple stuff, but we'll react to all this when we get there. For now, this is where we at. And this is USD JPY. I'm rushing through this because, the markets are offline and not live. So, you know, everything is just thoughts right now, and price can give a different um bias from when market opens, because market can open however it wants. Then we go to gold, right? Cool. Stepping into gold monthly, not much to see besides the fact that we are bullish, not much to see, but let's go to the weekly. Weekly, we can tell we marked out the structure, and then we marked out this structural supports over here. As we can see, price was rejecting, and then we marked out that high. So clearly we are in this huge range over here, right? That's all one can see from this. Go to our daily. Cool. So on our daily, as we can see, refined over there, still holding over here, but this is where we currently are. Um, but this wave, retracement wave, won't pull the thing from here, the trend line from here, because to me, this does not make sense, right? In any capacity or way. But this does because we are not a part of this big move over here. So this is like the inches or, you know, yeah, cool. So over here, this trend line to me signal that, hey, look, we are bullish. And obviously, look, we did do a retest over here, so we are technically bullish. And most likely we are looking to wipe this high over here, or at least get into some equal highs, right? But already on this, we did get that retest on this area over here. But obviously we were not looking at gold last week. So going to the 4 hour to see what can be done, because we know we are bullish, right? Okay, actually, now that I look into this pair, this is kind of looking like gonna be like a favorite for this week with USD JPY, right? But we'll take what the market gives. Cool. So you marked out the structural zone over here where the break kind of did start off, and happen. So I marked this area out over there. We already missed this buy, right? But we have not wiped the high. So what am I anticipating over here? Because gold and GU kind of are similar to an extent, you know, um, in my experience, I've seen them move similar, but not all the time, you know. So, okay, cool. Yeah, mind me being everywhere, I'm just trying to, I know what I'm looking for already. So this is just to give that idea, because one will have to wait for these setups either or, right? Cool. So anyway, this structural point was missed. Um, Now we are here, and I am anticipating for price to actually come all the way down, tap into this again, this area specifically, then give us that bullish move. This is what I'm anticipating, right? Cool. So because I'm anticipating a sell, right? But the sell is counter to the buy. Um, we go to the 1 hour to see how can we validate or give power to this kind of idea, right? Cool. So we have not broken the high on the 1 hour at all. So clearly we are looking to be bearish to an extent, right? With our double top in bodies. So the question now comes to be, where do I sell from here, right? Um, where do I sell? Number one, this body candle does not have a wick, topside wick. So that kind of gives me the, we might just wipe that create that wick and then start selling, right? But there isn't much to see here. So I go to my 30 minutes so I can find a solid more entry, right? And as I can see over here, we do have some sort of consolidation. We did have a consolidation range of some sorts. So this automatically tells me, look, we are looking to get into some retest over here, somewhere between here, doesn't have to necessarily touch that. But once we are within this area of interest, I'm more than happy to take my entry, stop loss somewhere over there, and then obviously targets at least this low over here. That gives us a good 1 to 5.2 risk to reward ratio. I'm happy with that. This is obviously risky, but I am willing to take this risk and see how fruitful it turns out. Quite simple, very risky, but this is the business of taking calculated risks, and I am going to be protecting my orders. So, yeah, these are my top picks for the week. Obviously, I will do some analyzing again and see what do I see, and obviously keep everything updated. Obviously, this is just rough. I will be doing more detailed whatchamacall entry criterias when I do take the position, right? But this is just to give me the idea on what I am looking for. And obviously, my entries are exactly where I would like them to be, but I will react when price gets to these levels of interest of mine. So gold seems to be a solid interest for me. USD JPY also, and GU. I'm lying. All these three are giving me what I want, right? So this is one thing that I also noticed, right? On USD JPY, I am looking to buy, right? And I'm buying a USD base, right? I'm buying a USD base. And then on GBP USD and gold, XAE, XAU USD, where USD is not the base, right? If I am looking to buy this from USD, right? That means um the dollar is strong, right? And if the dollar is strong and if the dollar is strong and then that means GBP, which is GBP USD, where the dollar is not the base, that means the dollar over here is strong. Okay. Wait, hold up, hold up. I am tired. Uh, the dollar is strong here. So if the dollar is strong, it means GBP USD. That means the USD is stronger than the GBP, which means the GBP will drop, which is the analysis I have. Drop. If XAU USD, XAU USD, which is gold to the US dollar, if the dollar is strong, it means that gold is dropping. And that's the same analysis that I have. Right? So this kind of makes me, I think I'm in the right direction with what I'm thinking. So yeah, this is my analysis for the week. Let's get right into it. Yeah. Thank you.